Mark 4 in the WEB translation. Again, he began to teach by the seaside. A great multitude was gathered to him, so that he entered into a boat in the sea and sat down. All the multitude were on the land by the sea. He taught them many things in parables and told them in his teachings, "Listen, behold, the farmer went out to sow. And as he sowed, some seed fell by the road, and the birds came and devoured it. Others fell on the rocky ground where it had little soil, and immediately it sprang up because it had no depth of soil." We have many people that come to our site, and they see something. They might be around for 1 or 2 meetings. They might be around for a bit to hear something, and then they go away. And most of the time we don't hear from them again. They, who knows what happens. Maybe they're letting something sink in, maybe not. Usually not, I would say. Few people let the seed penetrate the soil and go deep enough. When the sun had risen, it was scorched. This is the seed that had little soil. And because it had no root, it withered away. Others fell among the thorns, and the thorns grew up and choked it, and it yielded no fruit. Others fell into the good ground and yielded fruit, growing up and increasing. Some produced 30 times, some 60 times, and some 100 times as much. He said, "Whoever has ears to hear, let him hear." Not everyone that's given ears to hear. When he was alone, those who were around him with the 12 asked him about the parables. He said to them, "To you is given the mystery of God's kingdom, but to those who are outside, all things are done in parables, that seeing they may see and not perceive, and hearing they may hear and not understand, lest perhaps they should turn again, and their sins should be forgiven them." He said to them, "Don't you understand this parable? How will you understand all of the parables? The farmer sows the word. The ones by the road, the seed, where the word is sown, the ones by the road are the ones where the word is sown, and when they have heard, immediately Satan comes and takes away the word which has been sown in them. These in the same way are those who are sown on the rocky places." Now let me just back up a little. Immediately Satan comes and takes away the word which has been sown in them. What does that look like? Doubts, fears, arguments, falsehood that would come against that word.
Yea, has God said?
Yeah, you start to question what you heard. Yea, has God said, that's right. Doubts. The first thing that the serpent did with Eve, with the word of God that God had given Adam and Eve, was, really, has God really said that? Is that what he meant? Is that where he was coming from? Was that really God? You'll hear things like that.
And then it gives an alternative meaning.
Yes.
Doesn't mean you have to lose your family or you have to do this. That's not God. You're supposed to love them, or whatever it is that'll come against the thing that you need to walk in to walk in the truth will be negated. You'll just
yes.
You'll find the easy way out.
Yes. A convenient excuse to not hear the truth, because when you do hear the truth, you have to act on it. And it's not an easy thing. It's never an easy thing to act on the truth.
It's the beginning of the cross, right?
Yes. Yeah. The truth is always in conflict with darkness. And you have to let the light shine. You have to let the truth come forth. And you have to respond to it. You have to embrace it. You have to accept it. And it's not easy. if you're walking in darkness, it's not easy to accept the truth. It won't be easy, but very necessary if you want to be free. A prison cell can become very comfortable. There are people that might be in prison for 20 years or whatever. They're scared to come out. They've gotten used to the lifestyle in the prison, and it scares them to think of being on their own in society and having to deal with life and make their own decisions. Everything was taken care of for them in their darkness, in their cell. It's the way it is with us. We've been children of darkness, prisoners of sin. And when the light starts to shine, it can be a little scary. It's not what we're used to, and it calls for a decision. Truth always calls for decisions.